All right, hey guys, we're adding and subtracting radicals, okay? And get this out of the way. Boom, there you go. So, we're going to add these notes to our composition book. Here's the essential question. As you know, I don't think it's page 41. Should be page 9 if I'm not mistaken, or the next available page, okay? So, simplifying. We're going to add this one, this one, this one, and that one into our composition book. There's going to be two more, but we'll get to that in a second. First, we need to simplify. Let's break these down a little bit. As you know, start off with 2 first, then you'll get 27, 3, 9, 3 and 3. 24, go ahead and break that up, 2 and 12, 2 and 6, 2 and 3. Okay, let me change colors real quick. Here's a pair, and here's a pair. Remember, they move out, okay? They're going to be multiplied to the outside number here and here. I know I'm limited on space, but here's my very next line. Talk to yourself. Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. Square root, write what's left over. The 2 and the 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Next one, negative 2 times 2 is going to be negative 4. And if you notice, 2 and 3 are in the house, and we get another 6 inside a radical. Now, we're adding and subtracting. We need to think of this as like terms. Here's a root 6, here's a root 6. Think of it like apples and apples. Well, negative 9 minus 4 is going to be negative 13 root 6. That's it. Job, whoopsie daisy. Root 6, boom. Job done. That's it. We're still simplifying. If need be, we're still multiplying. But this is the final answer. Let's look over here. Again, 27. You're getting better at this. 3, 9, 3 and 3. Again, here's a pair. They move outside. 2 times 3 is 6. What's left over? This 1, 3. So root 3 plus 3 root 3, just bringing it down. Again, apples and apples. 6 plus 3 is 9. Root 3. Boom. Job done. Excuse me. Guys, here's another root 54. I'm going to learn from my previous work. I know a 3 is going on the outside. I'm going to put it right there. And I know a 6 is going to be left over. Okay, that's in the back burner of my mind. I'm going to go ahead and bring this down. Minus 3 root 6. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. I know what's left over already. It's going to be a root 6. And again, apples and apples. Negative 3 minus 6 is going to be negative 9 root 6. Boom. Over here, I know what 2 is already reduced. I need to reduce 8. So 2, 4, 2 and 2. Here's a pair. That moves outside. Okay. Again, bring down your work. Negative 3 root 2. Remember, this like there's a 1 there, so negative 1 times 2, so it's negative 2. What's left over? Another 2. He stays home by himself. Again, like terms, kind of. So you got a negative 3 minus 2. That's negative 5 root 2. Boom. 5. Look right here. They're already the same radicals. Let's just go ahead and combine them. Remember, there's like an imaginary 1 here. So minus 1, we got a negative 3, so negative 4 root 18. Again, go ahead and break this up. 2, 9, 3 and 3. There's my pair that moves out, so we're going to be timesing 3 out here. So negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Write what's left over, which is just this 2. Boom. Job done. You could have broke this up individually and then go back and add them. You'd still get the same answer if you want to try it. We weren't even supposed to do 5, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm going to go ahead and do 6 anyway, too. again, 2 and 10, 2 and 5, here's your pair. They move out, so times 2 up here. This has already worked out as much as it can be. So 3 times 2 is 6, root 5 because of the leftover. Excuse me. Minus root 5. Remember, it's like an imaginary 1. So 6 minus 1 is 5. Bring down your house. Boom. Let me go ahead and move on to the ones that are supposed to go in your composition book. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 in your composition book. And I think 14. So let's go do 14. Boom. It looks real bad, but just take your time, okay? Again, we know the 6s are going to be as low as it gets. Let's look at the 45. I know 2 won't go into that. I know a 3 will. So 3, 15, 3, 5. Again, here's my pair. They move out, so it's like a times 3 out here. 3 times 3 is 9. Root 5, because it's left over, plus, look, these are like terms. So 3 and 2, add those up as 5. 5 root 6. They're not like terms, so you leave them separate. Boom. All done. Let me check my time. Like I said, I don't want to make this too long. About 6 minutes. So let's go ahead and do another one real quick. Let's look at this one. So, again, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4 should go in your composition book. So this is just extra work. So, let's break this one up. 2, 12, 2, 6, 2, and 3. Again, here's my pair. They move out. There's a negative 1 out here. I'm multiplying a 2 with it. Excuse me again. So, I'm going to list this all out. 3 root 6. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. Root, look, 2 and 3 makes 6 again. And then negative 2 root 6. Again, they're all like terms. So 3 minus 2 is 1. The minus 2 again should be a negative 1. Negative 1 root 6. I really don't need that 1 there, so a negative root 6 is just fine. Boom. Done. Let's see, what's another one? We'll do this one and we'll call it a night. So again, you should be getting better at these. 2, 9, 3, and 3. This time I'm going to keep them separate just to show you. Again, 2, 4, 2 and 2, 2, 9, 3, 3. Again, circle your pairs. So we're going to have a times 3 out here, a times 2, and a times 3. Work it out. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. Root 2, my leftovers. Next one, negative 6, because of 3 times 2. Again, leftovers is a root 2. And the last one, negative 2 times 3 is another negative 6. Root 2. Again, leftovers. As you can see, they're all like terms. So minus 3, minus 6, minus 6. Let's see, that's 12. 3 should be negative 15, root 2. Job done. Boom. Again, I'll give you a worksheet tomorrow, and we're going to start doing some of these work. Okay? Y'all have a good night. Oh, what's this? Hey, look, it's the composition notebook. Boom. In case you missed out. Talked about this in class. And there they are. I already did these back over here. Boom. All right. See y'all tomorrow. Have a nice day.